What's up, guys? This is a workout where I don't have a whole lot of time, so let's be a realistic situation to share with you guys, and one that you've asked on previous videos if I could do something like this, and that is showing you guys how I would do a total body workout using an X3 or some other similar system, using a resistance bands, a bar, and a foot plate. I'm pretty much using and sticking to the Bambor bar type setup template that I've recommended. If you don't have something like this is the best time of the year as far as I've seen. As far as the X3 is concerned, the price right now is what I paid for it initially with their sale. Really helps support me in the channel if you guys click the link down below. But otherwise, hope you get away something from this video, regardless whatever kind of setup you guys have. All right, guys, I decided to do a voiceover on this one for the sake of time. It started to get really long as far as me just talking over all these various exercises. So I'm going to give you guys the rundown of the major exercises I chose for this total body workout. I've been using the X3 a lot in my workouts, always, pretty much every single workout they're there, but I've been doing a lot of total body workouts because, like I said, I've had limited time and I'm trying to do a lot on one day and just taking a little more rest days between workouts. This is one workout where I probably should have taken long of a rest day, because on the start of the single leg squat, which is generally always the start of my total body workouts in general, I'll start with this exercise. I've worked up to a black and white band to 15 plus reps. This is my left leg. I actually started with my right leg. I was already pretty fatigued just from my right leg, so I'm still probably needing more recovery. But even 4 reps in with this black band, which is still pretty tough. It took me a while to work up to this. I was burning, I was dying already, so I think this is going to be kind of a harder set, which probably is a good sign in general, guys, that if you're already kind of into the set or you just know it's not going too well, probably best to just scrap the workout, take the day of recovery. But don't listen to my advice. This is kind of my real world experience here, just talking these things out. I will review another X3 squat belt or knockoff X3 squat belt in the future. You certainly can use the front squat, but I get about 15 reps here. You can see I'm kind of really hold on to my leg to kind of help post up. Sometimes I use that bench in front of me or even the lever arm gym to kind of hold on as well. I don't think it's really a big deal. You can see I kind of collapsed right there. Now the next exercise is one that I've said when I first covered this, and you guys have actually wanted to see me get into that. That's how I get into that. I know not everybody's going to be able to do this exercise. X3 does not like this exercise. They don't want you to do it. I'm not sure why. I think I covered that in the past, but you're going to see the rep range is a little bit, and also rep tempo is a little faster tempo, a little shorter rep range. But this was really kind of almost pre-exhausted sets, because like normally I would have you guys take more of a longer rest period. Some people actually prefer this, but I took very minimal rest and jumped right into this. So my quads were just on fire immediately. So I wasn't even going to try and get to failure. The middle to upper part of my quads were just totally lit up. Again, even here, I kind of collapsed. I definitely didn't force it that hard in this workout. And that's okay. That's why I kind of want to show you this workout, that, you know, sometimes, at least for me, I don't think you necessarily have to always go to absolute failure, or this is also just a lesson of why you might want more recovery. Same thing with the deadlift. I'm doing all my kind of lower body focus, more or less, exercises up front here. This is what I normally would do. Now, I usually can deadlift a lot more on the X3, but I already knew that I had limited rest period. I was already pretty fatigued, that I wasn't going to get that much out of here. So I just threw the black bands on here. Normally I would loop a black and then something else on here as well. I got the double overhand grip, which normally I would do an alternated grip if the bands were a lot heavier, but since this was so light, I thought I'll just work a little more on the grip strength here. This started to get really up there in the rep range. I knew it was going to be the case, but I thought because I was already pretty fatigued that I probably wouldn't get that many. What really started to fail out here, and this can happen, you guys know if you've tried this, is the lower back or maybe or the grip starts going before the legs are. And whenever I'm doing this, as with every exercise, I really encourage you guys, whatever the body part is you're working, to really focus in on that particular group that you want to more so focus in on. So on this one, it's really the glutes, upper hamstrings is what I'm trying to think about. And what starts to fatigue the most really is just kind of my grip, which is probably because I was already still fatigued in the previous sets, and actually my lower back, because I just started to get so up there in repetitions. So that's kind of why this rep range, rep speed is going a little bit, I would say, in the faster, relatively faster speed for this type of exercise, but I don't force it is my point, because I just started feeling it more in my lower back. I do some shorter reps here a little bit, but I didn't really go to absolute failure, again, because I knew I was going to take a limited rest period this whole workout, again, because of the sake of time. So jumping into this now, it takes me a little bit of a mini rest to kind of set up for bicep curls, but this is the darker gray band using the Paraforce bands. These aren't their stock bands. Going into it very cold, so upper body really had no warm up and just kind of jumped right into this. And even this, after the first few reps, I said this is a little bit, feels a little bit harder than usual. I can usually get past 20 reps on this darker gray, and even after this, probably not even at 10 yet, I realize this is getting kind of up there. So you'll see me and eventually kind of call an audible and just do kind of a drop set. And I know this is something that X3 specifically with their kind of whole branding and their programming doesn't like you doing. I know other systems like Harambe is another one that they kind of don't really care so much about that, which I will be covering them in the future, so look forward to that. But I eventually get to kind of the failure there, kind of fast forward a little bit, I got up there in reps, and then I just did a drop set to the lighter gray, which to me is my favorite band to do curls with. So I did a few more out of here, get to kind of failure. You guys saw the kind of jump cut there, and just for the sake of time, I saved that. And then I jump right into the chest presses with the longer bar. Sometimes I'll use a shorter bar, but I'm doing longer bar here. And this has been the chest press band setting that I've been using, which is the black and the white. And I got to talk about the force bar probably in the future, guys. I mean, the force bar, I'm having some issues with the battery. I'm not sure what's going on. So probably an update on that. But otherwise, I was tracking my progress on here with the force bar. Chest presses, again, just getting to point of failure. And that's about all I got. And then I pretty much just finished up with the bent over row. So you see, I didn't cover every single exercise. I just covered my kind of foundational leg stuff, a lot of the multi-joint, basic press, basic pull, bicep curls I always got to throw in there. I didn't do triceps, but I think I might have said this in the start. I did end up having a few more time than I thought I was. So as much as I was rushing through this, I actually did have some time, so I did finish off with some other little things after the fact on my speedings, which you guys might see. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Just want to show you how I would put together a total body workout and that it is possible, and you certainly could do this. And for a lot of people's schedules, this works out the best. So that is it, guys. Again, you want to save on the sale on X3. I'll put the link down below. Help support me in the channel. Also, Harambe, got promo codes for them. Save 10% off using code SONNYBenchTrainer. And there's going to be a sale on my Mac boards and also special engraving on Mac boards. If you guys are curious, check that out. Again, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you on the next video.